Okay, the next card I want to talk about is one I bought several weeks ago, but it came all the way from New Zealand. It is a 2013-2014 Panini Immaculate Christmas Day Materials Jumbo Patch of Kawhi Leonard, numbered 4 of 7. And the first 2 years of Immaculate were just incredible. I know I probably talked about it on here before, and that's not to say that the years that came after it were bad, but the first two just had so many nice jumbo relic cards. And I went on Trading Card Database to take another look at the checklist for this Christmas materials set. There are 65 different players in the set. And I remember when it came out, and of course I didn't rip any of it, but seeing a lot of pictures of the cards on the blowout forums and the breaks that people would post. But I guess I forgot that there were that many players on the checklist, because now I feel like I rarely ever see these cards come up. So I guess a lot of them are just tucked away in PCs. I know one of my friends has a couple for Heat players, and it's hard telling how many team or player collectors there are out there like him. Now, as the name suggests, all of these relics are from Christmas Day games, and every one of them I've seen is from 2013. And that's back when the NBA and Adidas were trying to push the jerseys with sleeves. Now, that would be important here, except the relics in this set are actually from Christmas Day shorts, which is one of the reasons the prime pieces are numbered so low. There's just not much prime material on shorts in general, unless you want to start using the waistband or some of the paneling on the sides, which Panini has done in other sets. Thankfully, they didn't really go that route here. They used the primary logos, which is what I have here with the Kawhi, and then the tags are in a parallel version. Those are all numbered to 2. These are the absolute best pieces from these shorts, so Panini did a great job with that. They also did an amazing job showcasing the source material for these, and in a couple different spots. The easiest and most accessible place is the back of the card, which has a picture of the shorts, a write-up about that player's performance in that specific game, and then the guarantee, which states the enclosed game-worn shorts material was worn on December 25th, 2013. It's rare that we ever got a combination of that stuff all at the same time. For instance, all the stat line stuff, or the Court Kings game dated stuff, it told you when the material was used, and it might have had a picture of the player from that game, but it didn't have a picture of the source material on the back. Or the Hickory shorts I've talked about a lot on this show before. It shows a picture of the shorts, but it doesn't tell specifically where they came from or where they were worn. The other spot that Panini showcased the source material was on the Panini blog, which used to have a lot of really cool behind-the-scenes stuff when it came to photo shoots and signings and relic sourcing. And this particular entry I'm going to reference here first was called Panini America Provides Short Glimpse at 2013-2014 Immaculate Basketball. A short glimpse, right? Get it? Anyway, it talked about a corporate address from the 2014 Industry Summit for the upcoming Immaculate that year, and then it showed parts of all different shorts. Obviously, there was an emphasis on some of the bigger name players like Blake Griffin. I say bigger name, keep in mind, this was 2013, 2014. So Blake Griffin, Harden, and Curry. We didn't see any of the cards at that point, though. It was just the source material. But I thought it was really cool that they showed us that. A couple months later, we got a separate post for the cards. And then it also showed a preview of a secondary Christmas relic set that used the same pairs of shorts. Those pieces were all a lot smaller, though, and the prime was very limited. There was just a one of one in those. A lot of those 101s were also pieces kind of from the back of the shorts. Now, I've always wanted a card from this jumbo set, but none of the players I primarily focus on were featured. In fact, the Pacers haven't had a Christmas Day game since 2004. So we're talking 20 years here. And that one, 2004, by the way, was actually kind of important because it was the first Pacers-Pistons matchup after the brawl in Detroit. Well, I've always liked Kawhi, and I've tried to grab a few cards of his here and there, but I didn't collect a ton of his stuff because, one, he was priced kind of high, and two, any Kawhi purchase would effectively take away from my Pacers funds. But now here in 2024, the hobby landscape has changed a little bit, and in this moment, I'd say the stars kind of aligned because Kawhi, unfortunately, is constantly battling injuries. He's on his third team. And even though he's already a 2-time Finals MVP, a lot of his non-rookie, non-Raptor stuff appears to have dropped. And I figure some of the rookie stuff has as well. I don't think the Raptor stuff has. But anyway, long story short, his hobby stock has kind of fallen. And then also, I haven't seen a lot of rare jumbo Pacers patches pop up lately, which is where, a lot of my hobby funds would go. So that's freed up funds that I can now put towards Hall of Fame or top 75 stuff. And I've been trying to do that lately. Well, this card showed up in a story sale, I should say many times, the same story sale. And I waited patiently until the price got to a spot that I thought was about right. Actually, it didn't quite get that low, but then I made an offer and the offer was accepted. Now that this card is finally in hand, it gives me an opportunity to, do all that fun stuff, to scan it in, dive into all the research that I like. Obviously, this one didn't require any sort of serious sleuthing. We know it's from Christmas of 2013. It says that right on the card. But I'll still go on Getty Images and see if there's any close-ups. I'll probably try to pull some video up on YouTube as well so I can see this material in action. And I should say there's a collector I follow on Instagram who posts under the handle @PristinePaper. He collects a lot of memorabilia cards. I've chatted with him multiple times. Very nice guy. And I've seen him actually post a couple of clips from the games associated with the material when he posts some of his game-dated stuff. I always enjoy looking through that. So in the future, I might take a page out of his book and try that out when I'm showing my stuff off on social media as well. Either way, I'm excited to finally own a card from this set of someone who I believe is my favorite player in the set. And I definitely wanted to take some time and share some information about that card and that set with you guys today.